Well, hello folks. We're at the church and Lydia's with me. She is washing the cilantro right now. And so this is all the things that we have to have in order to be able to make this for the Diabetes Undone program tonight. And it's 3-bean chili. And what you need is, well, we're making an excess. We're making the recipe 4 times because I wanted people to be able to take some home with them if they like it. We have to have 8 cups of onions for a 4-part recipe. We've got to have, the equivalent of 4 cans of crushed or puree or tomato sauce. Then we have to have black beans, and these are called seasoned black beans, and these do not have any pork in it. What it has in it is it has onion powder and some spices and garlic powder in it. We had to have 4 cans of that. We had to have 4 cans of garbanzo beans and 4 cans of kidney beans. Then you have to have the equivalent of 16 little toes of garlic. And it has to be crushed up, not crushed, but what do you call it? Chipped up and cut up. So I just went ahead and bought minced garlic in a jar because we've got so much to do, we just didn't want to deal with it. Then you have to have the equivalent of, I think I said this already, but I'll say it again, 8 cups of onions cut up and chipped up. Then you have to have 4 preferably totally red peppers just for the color, but I bought orange and red because the red ones were just too much to buy just nothing but red. So I got a package with 6 of yellow, orange, and red, and we're not going to put the yellow ones in. So then you have to also have in it ground cumin, oregano leaves, a little bit of salt, and for the people who, we're not going to put any hot pepper in it at all, but there are several that would like to use cayenne. Now this cayenne came out of my garden, and let's put it this way, it's hot. It's much hotter than what you buy in the store. So you don't want much of it, but I didn't want to put it in the recipe because so many people don't like heat at all that are coming that I know of. And so I'm going to put this so that they can sprinkle a little bit on it if they want with a spoon. And anytime you grow cayenne peppers, especially if you're doing it organically, it's always going to be hotter than what you buy at the store, so be careful. Then you also have to have vegetable broth. So we're going to start with that after we get through doing, we've got to cut the cilantro up and make it really little, very little. It's got to be just chop, 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 chop. We need to put our onions in the vegetable broth because we don't use any oil in this recipe. And so instead of sauteing it in oil, we're going to be sauteing it in the vegetable broth. And then we'll also put our peppers in with the onions as well. We're going to put it in this great big kettle and hope and pray it's big enough. Also brought bread. The bread that I had made that you will see today once I get it uploaded. Look at that bread. Soft, pliable. I have 2 loaves of this that we're going to cut up to let people eat with their 3-bean chili. So we're going to get busy. Oh, and by the way, I introduced y'all one other time. It's been months ago, probably about 5 months ago, or maybe longer. Might have been Might have been close. It was in the fall, I think, wasn't it, when you came to the house and you helped me to pick the garden that day?
Yes.
Yes. This is my best friend, Lydia. And she's a jewel of a human being, let me tell you. Anything that comes out of Kenya is good. And she's very shy. They're paired up good as sisters. Number one, I'm short. She's a little taller. But
it's okay.
But number two, I'm real extroverted and she's introverted. So she helps to keep me straight when we're around each other. I tend to talk too much when I'm around her. Let's see. Find some measuring cups. There they are. I won't open this until I can. You want all these things that, all of the like leftover ends and stuff to put in your compost pile, right?
Mm.
Okay. Now, most likely, folks, there will not be any talking sounds unless I over talk it, because I'm going to speed up all this because this is going to take us a while, and I don't want y'all to be bored to tears with us just standing here doing stuff. So you won't hear any of our conversation or anything like that, so that you can just see what we're doing.
We'll put this here.
So put it in the middle here.
Did you put that on?
Oh, we won't need another bag. I didn't realize there was that many more onions. Count it out and see if there's 4 cups as you put them into that pot.
But you need to show this first.
Oh, so you want, what you're saying is show it to them cut up. Oh, okay. All right, that's good. So, so we already have in the pot, I put a cup of the vegetable broth in there, and I put in 4 cups of onions that were chopped up. Now, Lydia, I think, has the equivalency here. Let me turn it a little bit so y'all can see a little better. She has the equivalency of, I think, at least 4 cups here. Whatever it is, we're using it. And then we needed, 4 peppers cut up. Now, it doesn't matter about how, if it measures to a cup or whatever, we just needed the peppers cut, 4 of them. And then she got us a bunch of cilantro cut up. And we're going to go ahead and put this and this and this in the pot, and turn it on, and we'll let it, basically it will, we're going to saute those, but it's going to be in liquid rather than in some form of oil. And so we won't even need these onions. Once we get that all sauteed, then we'll start adding our beans and stuff to it. We have to drain our beans. When we get to that point, we've got to drain the beans, except for one of the cans of black beans. We have to save all the juice of it. And then the other 3, we've got to make sure they're drained really well. And then we'll put in our crushed tomatoes. And you can use tomato sauce. It calls for fire roasted tomato sauce, but there's no way you can find that around here. So we just got plain. And that was the way we did it last year too, whenever we had it. I just put plain in. And I prefer the crushed tomatoes to the tomato sauce, but I did buy 1 can of tomato sauce. And then after we get it to the stuff, the onions and that done, then we'll put our cumin and our oregano leaves in it. And I'll have to look at the recipe book, but I got to get it in just a second to make sure how much salt, or if there was salt in it, because I can't remember. But anyway, we're getting it done. So this is what it looks like at this point. We've got garlic and onions, cumin and oregano and bell peppers. Looks pretty, doesn't it? Lydia was tired before she got here, and Granny's so tired she can't hardly move. Look, folks, we're all getting older. Even y'all are.
Yeah.
We just hope we survive. Well, I need to get the book to read what it said to do for the rest of it. Yeah, boy, it smells good. So, folks, it smells like we've started a restaurant in here. One that loves to cook onions and bell peppers and garlic and cumin.
How about if we can open a restaurant, a vegan restaurant?
Wouldn't that be something?
I'll make some chapati.
We need to start praying about it. Lydia and I are prayer warriors together, and generally we get pretty quick answers. And most of the time they're in the affirmative. Very few that we've gotten that were not positive. But maybe we should do that. Maybe we should start praying about starting would we have it like a international house of cuisine or something like that? So you could have lots and lots of Kenyan foods. Then we could have just different stuff.
Indian dishes.
So you know how to cook some Indian dishes. I'm too tired to get up and put her, here, you put it on. Let me turn it on. That way they can hear what we're talking about it. I think it's a little bit intimidating to her. The mic is a little bit. She wasn't prepared. She didn't realize I put this on her when she got here. She didn't realize she was going to have to say anything. And she didn't have to say a lot. Just let us know she's still living. But anyway, she was saying that she knows how to cook some Indian dishes.
I do.
So, and there's a lot here in Wilson. There are lots of Iranians, Iraqians, Indians. There are a number of Kenyans.
Yeah.
It's not an overwhelming amount, but there are some.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would be a good idea to investigate that and to put it before the Lord and see what He says, because this book here is like an international book. This book is called From Plant to Plate, and it's the diabetes edition. And the one that we're cooking today is called Spicy 3-Bean Chili. There's one in here, a Kenyan dish that is beans and rice. And I don't know if there's a lot of other ones in here. Here's a butternut squash soup. She brought me the biggest butternut I think I've ever seen in my life this morning out of her garden.
You didn't show it, so then.
Yeah, we'll have to let you see what that thing looks like. I mean, it's almost as big as a small watermelon. Look at that thing. It's as big as my head. And that's big. We can make that and feed everybody in here.
I actually got 2 in June. I got 2 that were bigger than that.
In June?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. She has bunnies. She has bunnies in her garden.
A lot.
Yeah. But the problem is they're eating too much.
Mm-hmm. Destroyed my garden, my greens.
I think we need to set up my Sabbath school classroom with hideaway beds
How to do what?
With hideaway beds, so that we're doing things like this and we're tired, we can go take a nap.
Then you whatever you're putting on the stove will burn.
That's true. We'd have to wait till we get it transferred into the Instapot. Now this sounds interesting. Garlicky potato and white bean mash. That's what it looks like.
Wow. Looks good.
Yeah, that must be paprika on it. Let's see. Well, it looks like it's got paprika, but it doesn't say anything in the directions or in the ingredients.
How long does that have to cook?
Well, they want the onions to be translucent, so they want it so that they're kind of, you can see through it. So, okay, well, I reckon we can do it now because it's probably been over there at least 10 minutes. And it says about 10 minutes or so, and then, add a couple more minutes for the cumin and all of that that's in there. And then now we're going to add the tomato sauce, the beans, and a half a cup of reserved black bean liquid. Now what they want us to do is they want the kidneys, the chickpeas, and 3 cans. Well, we'll see about how many cans of the black beans. We need to reserve a half of a cup times 4. So we need a half of a cup. We'll need to save all of the black bean juice, I think, because it's going to make, you've got to have a half a cup for every can. But the kidneys and the chickpeas need to be completely drained. So we got to do that. And then we'll dump them in there. And then we'll put the tomato sauce and the crushed tomatoes in there. And when the chili has reached a boil, then we'll reduce the heat to medium-low and simmer until flavors blend and thicken to your liking, at least 15 minutes. And then we can put the salt in it. We do not put the cilantro in it or on it until we serve it.
What?
The cilantro. That's to be spread all over the top of it. So I'll put that in the fridge in a minute and cover it with plastic. So yeah, I reckon we'll just go over there now and do those beans. We're getting too old for this. Yeah, I don't think we better put anything else in there. It's pretty full.
You want to let it cook a little bit before we eat it?
Yeah. You don't like hard beans?
No. It's okay.
Okay. Who? After Lydia tastes it, has her food, then we'll come back whenever it's time for her to taste it, because it's going to take a little bit of time for it to cook. So we'll see y'all in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So, Miss Lydia. She likes it. Miss Lydia has,
It's really good.
she has 2 granddaughters that live in Dubai, and the one's what? She's 7 or 8?
And five.
7. 7 and 5. And they're just as cute as can be. But the one, what does she call you, Lydia?
Old lady.
She calls her grandma an old lady. I just think that's so funny. Because when I was growing up, my mother, if you called somebody old lady, it was a very derogatory statement to use. And so many men who would wear those wife beater t-shirts, you would always be hearing about men who would be arrested because they would use those t-shirts. They would wear them, and they'd call their wives my old woman or my old lady. And my mother told my daddy one time that if he ever called her such a name, that he'd better be looking for somewhere to land, because she was going to flatten him, because she did not like that verbiage at all. So I find it funny because she's got a lot of spunk, the little girl does, and she's just as sweet and cute as she can be. So, oh me. Well, Lydia, I think we're both so tired we need a nap.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. So, folks, we hope you've had a nice time watching us make this, this, I would call it a meal, because it has bread with it, and it's a nice, hot, warm dish to eat. And
Maybe you need to show them.
yes, let me go over there and show you this really quickly. Okay. Doesn't that look good? That looks yummy, don't it? Nice and warm. Now, I was going to put it in my Instapot, but I think we're just going to leave it in this pot. So I hope y'all are having a really good day today. And I hope you know that we really do love you, that we don't say that just because we're just saying something. We really do love you, but more important than that, Jesus loves you. And he loves you with an everlasting love. And he wants to be your God, your Father. And so I'm praying for all of you. I know lots of you out there already have wonderful relationships with Jesus. So have a blessed day. Don't forget to press the like button, share our videos with other people, and make comments, because we love comments. Good or bad, we still love them. And then subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.